Hey, what is going on, guys? Xpertfusion here, and yes, another video complaining by me. I don't know. I've been on a rant the past few days. Kind of around DLC 5, even though it is amazing, it looks amazing. I'm hyped as fuck for it, but I just want it to be like perfect. Is kind of what I was trying to make in the other videos. People thought I was just hating and stuff like that, but no, I'm not really hating. I love it. I think it looks awesome. I think they're doing a good job. I just think there's a lot of things that they could have done so much better, and that I really hope they, fix. But some of them are unfixable. Some of them are fixable, but some of them the damage has already been dealt. And today I want to talk about GobbleGums. And do they ruin Black Ops 3 Zombies as a whole? We're not just talking about the remasters. We're also talking about, overall Shadows of Evil, The Rising Jock, The Giant, Garage Krovi, Zetsubo, Revelations, every map in Black Ops 3. Do GobbleGums ruin it? And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't ruin it, but I don't like it. I don't like GobbleGums whatsoever, and here's why. So, when people make the argument in multiplayer that it's pay to win, all that kind of crap, I sit there and I'm like, no, it's not. Because, look, we're talking about Black Ops 3 here because, Infinite Warfare, obviously the DLC guns are free, and then Modern Warfare Mastered, you can earn them very easily. But in, Black Ops 3's terms, the only really way you're going to get the guns is it's just getting really lucky, and you're going to get better luck if you spend money. So people think that as pay to win. But the thing is, when these guns you get, they're not actually they're not any much better. Like a Peacekeeper, whatever that gun was called, Mark II versus the ICR, it's not that big of a difference, or the PPSH versus the CUDA, honestly, the original guns are somewhat better than DLC guns. But when you look at what we have with GobbleGums here, it's a way different story, because not having Perkaholic and only getting 4 perks, because most maps don't even let you get more than 4 perks without using gumballs, versus having all 9 perks without having to buy any of them, that's a big difference. And so there's just a lot of problems with gumballs. First of all, people who pay get a lot more shit. Second of all, they make it way too easy. I mean, honestly, it's just too easy using a Perkaholic and shopping free. And you might argue to say, oh, you're not going to use that often, but there's glitches, man. There's so many glitches where you can get around it, and you can back out of the game and you won't lose it. Your GobbleGums, you can just use them infinitely amount of times. It's the point where it's just not even fun. And people make the argument, you don't have to use them. But here's the thing. Other people are going to use them. And if other people are going to use them and I'm going to be behind, why would I be behind? Why would I let myself be behind everybody else when they can do something more? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of an analogy for it. I'm very, I love analogies. I feel like I make analogies all the time when I'm talking about things or trying to explain something to somebody. But yeah, I know it's, it's there and you don't have to use it. It's optional. But if everyone else is going to be using it, I'm not going to use it. You know what I mean? But I definitely think that's a problem. And a big problem I have, at least Infinite Warfare's GobbleGum system, none of the GobbleGums are overpowered, and the best one is a spawn of max ammo power up. That's honestly probably the best GobbleGum in Infinite Warfare. Or they're not called GobbleGums, they're called fortune cards, but you know what I mean. And I really like how they did their system, but in Black Ops 3, the GobbleGums are just so overpowered, man. They're ridiculous. It just makes it so simple. Looking at the remasters, yes, I noticed this in the regular maps, but the remasters, I noticed even more. And the biggest problem I have is when there's things on a map you can't get unless you are using a GobbleGum. I don't want to rely on fucking GobbleGums to have fun in zombies. I really don't. I think these GobbleGums are stupid because you don't get all of them in one game, and that is a problem. You have to select it beforehand, so not everyone's gonna have the same GobbleGums every game, and I don't like that because of the fact that it kind of ruins the experience a little bit. Now, yes, there are some GobbleGums that everyone gets a limited amount of them, like the classic ones, but even then, not everyone's gonna want to waste a GobbleGum slot on each and every one of those, and not all the time are you going to want it. So for stuff like PhD Flopper, zero explosive damage GobbleGum, first of all, that GobbleGum is shit. People keep telling me, oh, there already is a PhD GobbleGum, you have that, and I always, when I say I want PhD as a perk, and they say that, and I'm just sitting here dude, it's a fucking shitty ass GobbleGum that lasts 3 rounds. I have to waste a spot for it, and like I said, I don't want to rely on GobbleGums to be able to get shit that I want. And another thing is a lot of maps. Now there are a couple maps that are exceptions that do let you get all 9 perks. Actually, honestly, I don't even think so. I mean, not counting the remasters. Like, I know you can get a couple more perks on Zetsubo. You can get a couple more on Garage Krovi and Revelations, but I don't know if you can get all 9 without using any GobbleGums. And I don't like that. I don't like how you have to have GobbleGums to be able to do stuff like that. I do not like that at all because it takes away from the experience. People say you don't have to use GobbleGums, they're optional. But I sit here like, well, there's things that I can't get without GobbleGums. I can't have that experience that I got on Black Ops 2 in Origins and in Buried and in Diarize when you have all the perks in the map and you're like, holy shit, this feels so good. I can't experience that if I don't want to use GobbleGums, and I don't want to use GobbleGums because when I use them, they make the game too easy. So there's a conflicting things there. There's either you don't get to experience it, or it's just way too easy and it's just not fun. And it's really, really sucks that they did that. Yeah, that's how kind of it works, and it really sucks, man. I really wish they could have done something completely different with Black Ops 3 Zombies. As much as I love the maps in the game, it's just how the GobbleGum system works. I don't like it. I just don't. And you know, they keep adding stuff in that makes it even more OP. Like they added GobbleGums to Shinonuma, Verrucht, and Noct. Like they have like shopping free, the one that lets you pack a punch your gun off the wall power, and there's no pack a punch on the map, so you only pack a punch on that map with a GobbleGum, and I don't like that at all. That is unfair. It is a stupid way to do your maps. You shouldn't have to rely on GobbleGums to do stuff. I shouldn't have to rely on a GobbleGum to get 0 explosive damage. That should be a perk straight up in the game. GobbleGums, they can be in the game, whatever, but they gotta limit the amount of them and at least give us ways to get these GobbleGums, or at least get these like the GobbleGum abilities in the game without having to actually have the GobbleGum itself. The GobbleGums should just make it easier, and some of the GobbleGums do that, but some of them just don't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace out.